Quarterbacks line up at the 13. Watkins is the target here, and this play will go for 6. That puts them on top by 14. Midway through the second quarter, they're going to come away with another sack. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a set in that locker room. That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a second down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.J. Spiller, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Donnie Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. A first down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Second down, Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. On third down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, Winston. And incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. And it's now 4th and 3.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Running for it. Here's Martin. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 44 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. This is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They come out here in the eye. Here's Spiller. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is Spiller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage?
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Drops it off to Martin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis to throw it. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw again. Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down.